Welcome, we're live.
That's so hard not to laugh at him, man. I knew he'd do something.
It's usually him who does it.
Oh, brilliant, man. That's a good start, isn't it?
Welcome to the channel. It's another live stream. Tonight could be particularly good tonight, so stick with us. Go.
Quick announcement. The basic bikers have just went live. Just want to take us out.
So tonight you've got Phil, AyrshireVlogster, you've got Chris, ThrottleDaft, you've got Scott, ScotNav, and our guests tonight are Davey Dartvisor. Hello, Davey. Say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Davey.
MT07 Kid. How you doing?
What's up?
So thanks for joining us. See you after. Cheers, guys.
So tonight's going to be carnage, for want of a better word. So we've got 14 watching just now, so we'll just chat amongst ourselves and we'll say hello to some of the people that are on the chat. Who's watching the chat?
Ted, as always, buddy.
What's that?
Evening.
We've got who else?
Golden Air, the other David Walker.
She's still cutting grass. It's nearly the summer.
Kevin's joined us as well. Milligan.
Yep.
There's Neil.
We've got Grant McStay.
G. Mackay. Or Mackie,
White Rock Rider as well. We've got Grant on. Yep. Neil.
Oh, David's brother.
Neil
Neil's
Walker's on.
that.
What's your brother on for? Is he checking we don't pick on you?
But he'll get on.
Do you bring back up tonight?
Although,
Jesus.
if we think
So much
that really slow,
back up,
so what's neat?
Bringing in the heavies.
I
He's
know.
not exactly heavy. He's about 9
He's the same
stone.
weight as you.
He's heavier than me.
In fairness, there's nobody the same weight as Lee.
I'll tell you
I
one thing. Zed must be pissed because he says Dart Visor's looking good.
I know for a fact that visor's Zed already cattled a bottle of Bucky. Lee.
Oh, here
Oh,
we
well,
go.
there you go.
Oh, here we go. So, Daddy. Jethead. Cheers.
There's Penny on.
Penny's on.
All right, Auntie Penny, how's it going?
I need to go.
Yeah, just for the record, Zedhead must have fucking a white stick and some sunshades if you think that cunt looks good, man.
I think this camera gets my worst side.
Oh, no.
I can't believe Lee said that though. Look at the nick of him.
Look at Nicky, you.
That's the first time he's ever had a beard. He's got me rug in his face.
Right here, wait now, look, wait now, look, right, look. David,
Jesus, I thought you
I'm
were
such
gonna
a
do something
fan.
else there.
Look, there we go, look. There you go, my pal, just for you.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's
specky
real
dick.
you.
Oh yeah, hold on a minute. I'll get you kicked off this. I'm an admin, you know.
Oh, yeah, don't bother.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Evening, Dunk. How you doing?
Oh,
I need to take these things off, man. Fucking hell.
I will say one thing, Lee. If anybody chaps your door tonight, it's probably one of the Facebook hunter groups.
It's like here, I tell you last night, I got David's daughter's Snapchat.
Whoa. Don't go there.
No, I'm not going there.
Nah,
Right,
I'm
so-
only joking, mate. I'm only joking.
Oh, my heat's
We'll bring,
already, man.
we'll bring a wee bit of normality to this, alright?
Oh,
So we're at 19 viewers, so
Apologies.
Evening all.
aye, evening all. We'll hand over to Davey Dartvisor. So Davey, introduce yourself, tell us a wee bit about yourself. When you pass, what bikes you've had, anything you want to add to that, mate?
How it should be a short introduction. I've been riding for. I passed my test in June 1996. So this June, I'll have been riding 25 years, on and off, mostly off, to be honest. Never bought a bike right away, but I rode scooters. So I come from the scooter world. So it was Vespas and such like. And then once everybody I know rides motorbikes. So I decided to get rid of the Vespa and buy a motorbike. So I got my first motorbike, big motorbike, in 2016. And then I traded it in. It was a CBR 500R. And then I traded it in for this. Chris is laughing. CBR 650F.
I'm just laughing at Paul Davidson's comment. He was born in June 1996.
I know.
Yeah, I was 97.
Well, I'm an old guy, right? I'm the granddad of the group, like, right, old enough to be most folks' fathers. Well, in this group.
Well,
But anyway,
You're old enough to be my papa.
I'll just say that, Lee. Is your prison Wi-Fi no catching up?
No, it's not, mate. Hillbilly country, mate.
So anyway, currently ride a Honda CBR 650F. And I have a small YouTube channel, which is Dark Visor, which I've just recently found out is not just the only Dark Visor, but the other Dark Visor hugely successful. But
I'm just going to pop that up on the screen, mate, so they can see it. Share. There you go. So that's Dark Visor's channel. How many subs is that, mate?
137.
137. So show him some love. Hit him with some subs. Have a wee look at his content. He's quite quiet at the moment, but I'm sure that'll get a lot better in the future, because you're quite quiet on your videos, aren't you?
Well, I don't get out as much. I ride for pleasure, pure and simply. I don't commute. I don't do anything else with the bike. It's purely pleasure, and I don't like riding in crap weather over winter. So I don't get out that often to actually do a lot of videos.
But some of your most recent videos have done really well, mate, compared to previous.
I popped a couple up on the Facebook page, which have done quite well. I might say quite well for me, like. And I popped one up today.
The reason why he doesn't talk very much is bored you to fucking death. Oh, it's dark, man.
I don't do that anymore. Chris actually put on a video of a flying roof on his channel when he had it.
A flying what?
Flying roof. He was sitting in his digger, and there was a flying roof. Don't know. Do you remember that video?
A flying roof?
It must have been windy that day, Scott.
Scott, he works on a building site.
Oh, it works?
I thought he just posted on Facebook all day annoying everybody. Fuck's sake.
This comes from the boy who phones me every day, constantly.
Mate, that's because I love you, mate. You're my idol.
Thanks, mate.
What can I say?
Thanks. G. McKay was born in 2000, not to make you feel old at all.
Grant's in with a good comment.
I've seen that, aye.
This is going to be epic. Sits back and watches the carnage. Told him to get extra beers in preparation for this. I think he probably wondered what I was talking about, but this is what I was talking about, Grant.
Hey, just out of curiosity, how long does the live streams usually last? Because I usually in my bed for about 10 o'clock.
2.5 hours.
That's all right. Aye, my old man doesn't like leaving it on, so he'll turn it off. I'll get cut off.
Well, Days, I'll jump straight to a comment now for you, Davey, just before we go to Lee. It's for Zedhead. Would you consider a little name change to save you competing with Dark Visor, who's 55k subs?
I have actually spoke to the other Dark Visor about that. He had mentioned it. because he's got 55,000. 55. What's that noise?
Chris's dog.
Sorry, I muted that. On you go, mate.
He's got 55,000 subs, which is it's just a huge amount, like, and he's doing merchandise and everything. So I would consider changing it because he's obviously made a very successful channel. So yeah, I would consider, and I have spoke to him about it actually.
Change yours to Spec Visor.
Spec Visor, aye, that's a cracking name, Lee.
Yeah, Specky Dick.
I'm a Specky Dick, aye. Spec Visor.
I know, I've got specs too, mate, so it's alright. I know how you feel.
They're actually a nightmare. I never started wearing them till I was older.
Aye, I can see sounds, mate. I'm alright. I'm happy, man.
Oh.
Yeah, Stephen.
So what's happening,
guys?
What do you think? What do you think about the name change? Then, do you think we'll go for a name change?
Aye, but hold on. What did the real
Dark
Dark
Advisor, aye. Clara's put Dark Advisor. Strangely, the thing is, I don't actually have a dark visor on my helmet. It's clear. I don't know why I actually chose that name because it has nothing to do with me whatsoever. But there you go.
What did the other one say? Did he say just keep the name on?
Well, he said just keep the name. He'd actually posted a comment on my video and he had said he didn't mind me using it. Because we were in a wee slight debate. I was on YouTube before him, but I mean the guy's gone 57,000 subs. I think he's up to
a t-shirt on here.
But is he not about 20 years younger than you too? You got a 20-year head start.
I
don't know, mate. I've never seen him.
Clear visor.
Clear visor.
That might work, actually.
It could actually, aye.
Oh, unbelievable.
The only dark visor I've got is an internal one.
We're up to 22 watching at the moment, right? So
before you go, there's a few folk come in. Stevie Ferry, how you doing, mate?
Stevie.
Suzuki, bitch. How you doing?
Did I not see Stevie doing it Maidens the other day? Just
no, because you're not allowed to do it.
I was picking up
milk.
I was picking up milk that had 2 sugar and a coffee spoon in it.
Sorted.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'll reply, mate, if it was him. I think it was him because me and him actually passed each other last Saturday. He was at Maidens, went to Ayr, I went to Maidens, came back up, and I went to the beach and he went, oh, no, it wasn't him, Scott.
Oh, what the hell?
There's a good one as well, supervisor.
Why does it have to be someone that advisor?
I wouldn't be trusted at my work to be a supervisor.
It's super dick.
I just
super
think Modern Bastard.
Cracking names, Lee.
Right, Lee.
Hello.
Right, so we'll hand over to you now. I'll probably need to mute you or kick you. But anyway, tell us a wee bit about yourself. What your current bike, past, what you've done. Go for it.
Right, I've had my A2 licence for 2 years nearly. It'll be 2 years in April. And I'm on the MT-07, A2 restricted, unfortunately. Chris rips a piss at me for that. But I don't know. I've got a YouTube channel, but I've not got into sorting out my GoPro to like such extent as yours. But my plan is this year to have it just kind of raw footage, just go out. And it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I like to go out and drive like a dick. Simple as that. So that is my plan. I want to go out and put videos on of me just nailing it everywhere and anywhere. I don't care where I'm like that simple. I'll be honest. So
a limited run of 3 videos until the police catch him.
I've got to lose my license this year. Nah. I'm not as good as like AyrshireVlogster yourself, Mark. I'm not as good as you at the talking and like the subjects and stuff, I prefer to just go out and turn the camera on and just go for it. So that's my plan for videos. But my channel's there, but there's no videos yet. But this year, because obviously you can't go on any holidays or go away, so my plan is bike videos. So hopefully this year I'll get some stuff up. But I can't. The MT-07's phenomenal. I like it. So I'll just keep that. You know what I mean?
Maybe
Well,
too
there's-
honest.
Grant saying that honesty, at least you're honest, which is fine if that's what you want to do.
J-Ted. J-Ted thinks it's going to be a short YouTube career.
It's alright, I'm going to blur out the speedo.
He's going to ride like a dick on an A2.
Have you practiced your wheelies? Your
It's
wheelies
possible.
Are they
Mate,
better?
aye, they're only going to get better, aren't they?
How did you practice it? His bike's been off the road for you like September.
Well, it's not my fault, I got COVID.
True.
That's true. We're not talking about that, by the way. C-word doesn't come into this.
There you go,
Oh,
boy.
sorry. But aye, so my YouTube channel's there, but there's nothing on it. But if you want to subscribe, fire away. But there'll be videos this year. There will be videos this year at some point.
Do you want me?
Right, put up, pop up.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop Davies in the chat so they can just click on it. Copy, chat, paste. So that's Dark Visor's channel, and I'll find yours, mate. Talk
So
about
just-
it
just for-
while I'm doing it.
Just for the record, the driving like a dick is only when it's acceptable. No, when the roads are busy and there's like people about in built-up areas. It's just simply on the roads I know and that I drive every day. Simple as that.
We
Acceptable.
believe you.
Why is driving like a dick?
I don't know. If you drive an Audi, maybe.
It wasn't me.
Right, here we go. Right, so share and screen. Let's find them.
I think I've got about 4 subscribers and it's used for.
Probably, mate. Probably.
Maybe 3. Which chance that say 3?
3.
That's his channel.
I'm sure it's used free.
Probably is.
But
Mate.
it's 4 years.
So
I don't
somebody
think you're
subscribed.
I don't think you're subscribed.
I'll be me that's not subscribed. I deleted my channel and I need it started it back up, although I've got nothing on it. I don't plan to.
So the first one I put up is Dark Visors, and the second one is MT-07 Kid. So there you go. That's the 2 links to their channels. If you like to show them some love, give them some subs, and that's it.
There you go, Lee. There's one for you. Ted wrote he just wants to say, make sure your camera's spot on, make sure you have good audio, but if you need any help, PM him and he'll
Aye. Cheers, mate. I appreciate that.
I think you're going to need a lot more help than just that, but we'll go with that as a start.
See, to be honest, I think the only thing I'm going to need to change is the camera. I've got it side mount on my helmet, but I fancied it. Aye, I fancy the chest mount. Out of all the videos I've watched, the chest mount is just, it seems a lot better. I can't chin mount it because I don't want to stick that black stuff on my helmet to even out the mount, because of the way my helmet is, it won't stick. So chest mount seems the best option. Aye, that stuff, mate. Aye, generally you get like the chest mount stuff. Aye.
Is that the camera you're going to rock with? Aye.
I think so, mate. I'll do the next couple of months. I'm going to test it. I'll check it because I got the bike MOT'd yesterday. So I'll get back out. I'll check it, see what's best, and then I'll go for there.
I think you already touched on that, Scott Sugaru, which is good.
Aye, that's it.
Taking all the mounts.
And actually, that actually all came for Zetted.
There's Claire. Claire says you can get chin straps. I bet you can, Claire.
What's a chin strap? Where does a chin strap go? I know it goes in your chin, but where about?
Claire, you've confused them.
Slam me a big ball in the middle of it.
You've got me asking questions. That's fair.
Oh, Jesus.
Definitely don't want to stick that to your helmet. What?
No, it's a brew.
It's on mine. It's on both my helmets, and you can literally walk about with your GoPro holding about solid stuff. It's brilliant.
So at 28 viewers at the moment. What's that? Zhead says the chest mount shows too much of your clocks, so you'd be spending
That's
more
all right.
time blurring them out.
I'll blur it out. That's all right. I'll stick tape over it or something. It'll be fine.
That's the problem. T-range is digits, and the digits, the speed was too big.
John McClellan, that's a good one. If it's Scots ones, it'll be a jock strap.
Grant's got, what's that he's saying? My helmet cam is attached to a bracket, Lee. Does away with stickers. Aye, well, there you go. There's plenty of people giving you options here, mate.
I'll need to check it. To be honest, I've not done that much, so I'll need to just mess about with it and see what's best. Know what I mean?
No bother.
There's G-Man on. Got next day. How we doing?
So we've got a question. How have you set up your cameras? So Chris, you want to go first? Where's your camera? How's it set up?
Mine's just screw out and it's chip mounted on both helmets. Simple,
Scott?
Easy, quick.
Scott, how you done yours, mate?
Done that.
The
question
camera
is how you set up your camera.
The chin mounts, I've just used the standard 3M sticky pads on my chin mount. For the front GoPro, it's just in the handlebar, kind of wee curve mounts. And on the back, it's the same again. Actually, in one of the pillion pegs. It's just a clamp.
Aye.
That's
Straightforward.
it. How do you do yours?
Mine's I've got, I use what would you call that? An actual...
It's an arm, like a bracket arm.
Aye, a bracket arm. So what I do is I can set it up in each helmet, and all I'm doing is changing that one bracket per helmet. So the position's the same in every helmet. I'm using now...
So I think it uses on the side of your helmet and you use the arm to bring it to the front.
To bring it to the front. Aye, and I've got a new mic. I use a Rode mic, which is quite expensive actually, 50 quid.
Lockwood.
For the mic, and I've got a rear pointing Prism tube camera. I've got a handlebar mount that shoots that, and I'm looking to do something similar to Scott to fit to the pillion pegs to catch the rear. Get another rear shot. You get me a noise to the cost with that, so it turns out to be more the audio you would use than anything else. Davey, what are you using?
I've tried several different cameras. I used to have a Drift Ghost X, so I just stuck onto the side of the camera, side of the helmet up here with the sticky pads. It doesn't work now, so I ended up getting a Sena Prism tube, which has got a clamp that clamps onto the bottom of the helmet. So I've used that in the last few videos that I've done. And I've just got a GoPro Hero 8 black, so that'll be stuck on the front. My previous helmet they had a GoPro mount screwed to the front of the helmet, so I'll just be doing that.
Cool. And Lee, you've already kind of fired.
I've just got mine on the side of my helmet, but like I said, I was just putting that on there just to see, just to get it set up for the quality and to see what it was like. But like I said, I'll need to mess about with it and get it how I'm happy, because I'm not happy with it like that. So
cool. Claire's come in with what camera models we got. So I've got Hero 7 black, Hero 4 silver, Hero 3 plus silver, Prism Sena tube. Chris, I'll just run through these all.
And that's all on his helmet.
I have a 3 plus and a 5.
Davey, we know you've got an 8, you've got a Prism tube, the new one, the Wi-Fi.
It's the Wi-Fi one. I had the old Drift Ghost X. That doesn't work anymore. I would never recommend Drift to anybody. you have an awful lot of bother. Well, I had an awful lot of bother with the audio on it. So obviously the Sena Prism tube was dead simple and it's really easy to work. Battery life is no fantastic. No.
Aye. I know on the half minute.
Aye. It's not great, but it's enough to do videos like. And you can charge it on the go. Like you can actually connect up a power bank to it if you need to use it. But then you lose your mic.
I was just going to ask that. Does the power bank go in a separate slot for the mic? Because that's the problem I have. I need to take about 6 batteries because I can't charge it and use the mic at the same time.
What is it you're using again?
Here, I've got a Hero 3, but like I said, I take about 6 batteries a day because I can't charge it and have a mic at the same time. It's either one or the other. That's what I was just about to ask you.
It's the same with the Sena Prism tube. You can't charge it and have the mic plugged in because it goes into the same port. This is one of the advantages. Maybe a GoPro Hero 8. If you use a media mod, you can actually plug in a mic and plug in a charging unit to it as well. You can power it up as well. So you can go.
That's good, right? Right, lads. I'm going to set up a Just Giving page for myself to get my name right. So donate to me, please. Everybody else does it. I might as well join in.
Go fund me.
I go fund me. MT07 kid. Drive like a dick camera page. Thanks.
Go on, what about yourself, mate?
The one I wear on my chin, Hero 3 Plus, does exactly what it said in the box. External mic attached to that. I still need to speak to Zhead about positioning the mic inside the helmet, because if anybody's seen the videos, I sound like Darth Vader. It's a really unfit Darth Vader.
You don't look much better either, by the way.
I don't sound much better either. But I see my lightsaber.
Nah, you're alright.
Hero 7 White. I actually bought 2 of these. They don't have the ability for the external mic. They are literally just record and go. But the internal mic's pretty good on them anyway. So I've got 2 of them, one for the front, one for the back. And that's pretty much what I'm using.
Cool.
What would welcome to the party, although you're late?
That's Lockwood asking if I get the mic. I was asking him what mic he used, and he said he spent a wee bit of money on the Rode mic, but they are 50 quid. So that's the difference for, if you watch Lockwood's channel, he's been mentioned a couple of times in this, he went from, the audio was alright, but it was crackling when you got above a certain speed, and now he's got 0. It seems to work well for him. So I asked him what mic he was using, so that was the one he was using. So I went and purchased that. I meant to say to Chris today, my gold iridium visor's in at Paul Hamilton, stuck at customs in the UK. So that's it new in. So I'll be able to set up the new helmet as well, which I'm going to do a review on.
How much did that cost you to get you through customs?
No, it was already a done deal before Brexit, mate. So
happy days.
It's not mad.
Happy days.
So it was up to LS2 to pay whatever they had to pay, but it was stuck in customs. I know that.
How long did they hold it for?
It's now been 3 months.
That's shocking, isn't it?
Believe it or not, since I ordered it. But that's no Paul's fault. That's
obviously.
That's just the way it's went. It's no LS2's fault either.
Where did you see the scratch on it?
I know, mate. Imagine if it comes. Oh, don't do that.
I've seen it.
Say that. You've seen it? Were you at Paul's today?
I was at Paul's on Friday, mate.
Oh, no, don't tell me that, man. No way.
Are you sure you didn't have a big... Are you sure it's not a scratch across your specs?
That's what it was, mate.
There you go. What is this? Zhead's gone to 3 cameras this year. And you've got Grant. You should talk to Grant, David. He's got the Sena now that he started using.
Sure, he's got a Prism too.
Aye. So he's going to start using that.
They're good cameras, like. Yeah, they're cheap as well. I think you get them for £117 at the moment off Amazon.
We've got a few. Aye, mate. It's actually, I started with the original one. You can't fault it, to be honest. Aye, the batteries.
You built up quite a good channel on it.
Aye, it was all right, and it done what I wanted it to do. Got a few comments there. GMX Day got a Hero 7 last year, having to set it up. We've got White Rock Rider uses 3 cameras, 2 Hero 7s and 1 Max. Ooh, the Max. Zhead's going to 3 cameras this year. G-Man wants to know what you would recommend for hooligan videos, and obviously talk to Lee about that.
Yes, sir, Bikers got one. Anyone use a cheap action camera and found it good enough? That's a good one.
No, don't. Cheap action cameras, I would avoid them, mate. I got one just for the sake of it, just out of curiosity, and compared to even the GoPro Hero 3 that I'm using, they say it's 1080p, but it's like a fuzzy telly. It's total shite. Don't buy it. Just spend the money, get a half decent one. Honestly, it's not worth it.
The old saying goes, you get what you pay for.
Aye,
I'd say as a starter camera, the Hero 3 Plus is absolutely perfect for the starter camera, and you can get them for 50 quid. What do you think? Right, Harry boys.
Right, Haribo, calm down.
Sorry, mate.
I'm the table.
See, to be honest, right, I was trying to get up. See my camera, that cheap shitey camera. It's in the drawer next to me. I was trying to get it out just to show you how shite it is. It's like Lego. Honestly, it looks like it's built out of Lego. Pish. Do not buy it, mate. Honestly, you're wasting your time.
And for many more consumer top tips, join MQ07 on his own channel.
No, the Hero 3 Plus is, as I say, eBay 50 quid, and they're perfect for a first camera. Do that rather than spending 40 quid on a
Aye, that's it. Don't do it. And the batteries, you can't get batteries for it. So the battery it comes with is basically the only battery that fits in that camera. So you get maybe 30 minutes max out of the battery life. So you either need to charge it whilst you're going, which is a pain in the ass, or you get a 30 minutes max. It's totally pointless. Do not do it, honestly. Shite.
Cool. There's Claire with the stability, looking at obviously that's the Hero 8, and then Zhead has kind of answered that with the Hero 9 DJI Osmo, which are pretty good, what I've heard. Hero 4 Silver. The Hero 4 Silver doesn't have stability on it, I don't think. I'm pretty sure that never came into Hero 5, so Claire, anything for Hero 5 upwards will have some sort of stability in the camera. I'm pretty sure that's right. But a Hero 4 set up with a Sena backpack will get you fantastic audio, as Zhead has managed to find that and put that together, and it's fantastic audio for his. I think it's a Hero 4 with a Sena backpack.
I've got a question.
The guy to talk to you about audio, like
you
know, what he's doing with audio.
I've got one for him, right? I bought a mic. Well, so I got my camera just last year. I've kind of messed about with it, trying to set it up, but I've not been out in the bike much over the last 6 months. So I've got an eBay special mic, right? Cost me about £6. Pish. It's all right, but it's not as good as all the other folks' videos I've watched, right? So, but my problem is, you're talking about all these like Panda mics or whatever it is you use, David, right? So, are they wireless or are they wired, or like what's the mic to use that's like the best? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know what to buy. So if anybody out there,
I'm going to answer. Just buy a cuss jar, will you?
Just buy a what?
A cuss jar.
Swear jar.
Yeah, I'll get one of them, right? £1 a time for the TT fund. How does that sound?
You're banned for the TT now.
Mate, we've got the TT millionaires if that's the case. Can tell you that now.
I'm just looking through these comments here. There's a good one. What do you do with your camera if it's your fault and a smack? Do you lob it in the bushes? Or do
Ah,
you learn
Scott.
how to quick delete your memory card?
Scott,
Now you
put it
palm
on
the memory card.
Mhm.
Aye.
No,
it's
here, the Tino volley his helmet.
the biggest, greenest thing you can find. But that's the flip side of using your cameras. You generally need to be a good boy, unlike some people are going to be. It's a chance you take. If you're caught being a dick, you're going to be held accountable for being a dick.
That's it. I know that. I know. It's one of the things. Like I said, only when it's quiet. No, when it's busy. I wouldn't put anybody else's life at risk. I wouldn't do that.
Listen, he's talking absolute poop. This comes through the boy that's Papa cuts his internet off after 10 o'clock at night. He'll know when he managed his Papa put him right this morning.
I told you, mate. Yeah. Don't worry about that. My papa's old school. He thinks the internet's going to catch fire at night if he leaves it on. Don't worry about that. I've told him.
There's your answer, Lee. Splitter cables you can use for a mic and a charge, right? But honestly, we've not got time to explain it to you. No.
Aye. But that's not just a standard head. That's not just a standard headphone splitter, but is it? That'll be some sort of USB fancy one, won't it?
There's one for Zed. He says 29 watching. Can you all hit the like button?
Aye, that's true. Hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so.
Yeah, boy. The other day, Walker, what program they use to use your content? I use GoPro. I literally download GoPro, put all my stuff up because I use a GoPro and it's so simple, so quick, so easy, boom.
Do you do that on your phone or computer?
On the PC.
Alright, fair enough.
I use a program called Dry Walker.
No, you don't. You get your boy to do it. Don't lie.
Oh my god.
That's what he said.
You just said you use a program called Ryan Walker. You didn't know that that's your wee cousin?
He's about that height. And he's better than
Right.
Right, we'll move on to that one.
Right, so he doesn't. So skip that.
Right.
You can
What
edit
about
that.
we talk about? How about we talk about the TT? What about that?
No, we've got.
Oh, there's else. No, here.
Oh, I can't see them.
Are you going?
I can't see them. Me? Aye, mate. I'm going. You going?
No, you're going. What you say? Here comes Billy Big Boss in it.
Oh, there he's there. He got his first pube yet?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm only joking.
Talk about carnage. Do you think we should take a minute just to take that in?
No.
I
No,
think we
no.
My boy, you're cunting.
Right, we'll move on to Suzuki Bitsy comments.
Right.
I've got the what's that? The Charlogic FHD 1080p front and rear camera. Can angle it any way you like, and it shows great picture. Audio is decent too, and it can take 5 hours out of it. There you go. Not a bad wee camera then. Don't know how much it is, but
just a wee shout out. Hi Darcy, I'm Shannon's dad. Yes, me.
Hi Darcy. There's the lovely Harley boy. Evening.
Penny's still watching, Scott.
Your Auntie Penny's still watching, Lee.
That's out of order. You should be printing the basic bikers hoodies or something. Come on, make yourself useful.
Oh, Jesus.
She'll boot my boys when I see her.
The good thing is they're all giving each other advice in the comments. We don't really need to show them all, which is good. That's what we're all here for. We're all here to help each other out. So,
absolutely.
Yes, I've got one. How many people have went for their A2 license to an a full license, or just went from like no license to full license? Because I'm going to go for A2 to A, but I just want to know how many people went for like A2 to A kind of thing. Know what I mean?
I went for nothing to superhero.
Oh, you're right, you.
I did the same because we've got the same birthday.
That's just how we roll.
Just how it is.
if I'm right, Chris, you didn't even do a mod one, did you? You didn't have to go round about all the cones.
You never done a test?
I don't even have a license. Don't tell anyone.
His first bike ran on Steam.
I'm sure
Yes.
David was on a BSA Bantam to begin with.
When I passed my test, you didn't need to do any of that. You just done your CBT and then went and sat your test, and that was it. Could go out and ride anything,
And then no sports
anything
film.
at all.
Is there anything else is he certain to get sale?
CBT full license in 8 hours. Well done, Claire.
Aye, well done, that's good. That I failed my test first time, felt like a right dick.
If anybody's looking for any motorcycle gear, I'll give her a shout out. She will just contact her on Facebook. Can't really let us see her the company she works for, but she, as MD's watched her podcast with her and Anna and the more, she's very knowledgeable, so crack on to get some gear.
There's a wee tip for Lockwood. If you're charging or using battery only, then quick capture, that's when you press the button, it starts recording right away. Can be a bit of a problem when you're using power banks and all the rest of it. So that's just a quick tip. There's one for David Walker. Went round the block and stopped when the guy jumped out in the road. So David must be a good old age. Because that's the old
David
test.
is ages with me, if I'm honest.
Aye, so you did, it was like 15, 20 minutes. You done left, and then the guy jumped out in front of you, and that was you passed. Basically.
Aye.
So,
Yeah, you say that I'm 60-year-old.
Cheers, Zed.
Zed, what was it?
I personally think it's a rip-off to do your test these days. I was like £1,000. It's shocking, man, honestly.
I saw you coming, though, that's what it was. There's that wee daft that's going to ride like a dick.
Just charge
It's
him a
very
fortune.
expensive nowadays. Like I think nowadays, I wouldn't have went for it. No, that the cost it is. I probably would, but it's a sort of dear.
It's not that, right? If I want to go A for like A2 to A license, I need to go and do mod 1 and mod 2 again. So I still need to pay bike hire, a full day lessons and test fees all over again to do the very same mod 1 and mod 2 test. It's a disgrace, it's shocking.
That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculous setup, but I don't know why they would decide that would be the right path to go down. Like crazy.
Well, Lee actually gave a hint why it's the right path to go down, because he just says he's going to go out and fucking nail it. So,
No. Just to clarify, no all the time, just certain times.
Just every second time I go out my bike.
that's why it's going to play.
Papa.
So you're a wee
listen,
bit older,
no.
a wee bit wiser, and it costs you some more money to do it.
No, I
Before you
know.
can take a 700 and then do it in 1,000 into the nearest car park.
There's his favourite A2 bike, excluding the MT range.
Ooh.
Favourite A2. I don't know, right? Vlogster, you go first.
Right now, with a new bike that's come out would be the Triumph Trident. That would be it.
Silence is golden, man.
I like everything to do with this bike, and if you can get it in A2 version, so that'd be it for me.
Mine would be the Duke.
Ooh, aye, KTM, good choice. Davey?
Well, I used to have a CBR 500. So I would always go Honda, and I would go back to I'd have a CBR 500R. I think they're a great wee bike. They're brilliant to ride, dead reliable. They're not going to kick you off if you make something wrong, or you do something wrong, sorry. I think they're an sort of ideal platform to moving up. And it's a quality.
Scott, what about you, mate? What do you think in this?
Couldn't care less. He's got an MT10.
Nah, no. To be honest, why would you care? But anyway, say your boy was going to do it, mate. What would you pick for him? What do you think would be the best for him?
A pillion.
A pillion.
MT-07.
Aye, it's excluded.
Yes.
Can you pick that?
The question
Next
is,
one.
favourite A2 bike excluding the MT?
MT is the most popular, to be fair, out of everything that I looked at before I got my licence. MT was the most popular. That's why I went for it.
GPZ 500, like about.
That's a good
Saying
bike
that, he
as
does
well.
like the Duke. Ryan sat on the Duke at the bike show a few times. So I suppose the Duke. But for me, I don't look. I look stupid on a big bike, never mind a wee bike.
Because you're about 6'5".
I blame my dad. So it's the wee Duke. I'll go with the Duke and all, just because I like the colours.
Aye.
I one of them, Claire.
And
Same
then
as,
she said,
same as Chris.
390 Duke.
Yeah.
I said,
David,
aye, aye.
Oh, there's Jim Emery. Didn't see him come on. Even at Jim House Spain.
Oh, aye, there he is. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it's ridiculous cost of road tax. Can be cheaper to tax a car. Aye,
Is
that's
it,
true.
never mind that, Jim. He's still flying my bike out. Aye, would come out. 3 years still trying. Thank you very much.
What was it? His wife said day 3 on the staying in here.
Text him, didn't she?
After he invited us, his wife was like, no, day 3 on the staying here. It's no
I wouldn't
happening.
let you in my house, to be fair.
Well, me and Scott's already been there, so you're talking absolute rubbish.
But you taking the huff, didn't you? Because my gran never gave you any of her tablet. I'll never forget that.
Neil are.
Just to let you know, I got a box sent in to me.
That's only because you're his uncle.
That's it.
There's your answer for Jim. It's dry, but I take it that means it's cold.
Yeah, man.
So we're at 28 viewers. What's that?
Also, we're doing one.
Aye.
Find out who it is.
He said, I'm working on it, boys. But she's listening. Well, we've no chance after the night.
He's no coming.
Have you seen Gordon's comment?
That's true. Aye, that's true.
Right, okay, right. So here's the story, right? So I'll give him a shout out, Gordon. So Gordon was out yesterday, a milk run.
Does this story correspond with the picture that's put on recently with the trailer?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So Gordon's bike got a puncture, so he got a trailer, but the puncture fixed.
Right.
Gordon bike then ended up going out on his bike again that day and ended back on a trailer because his battery exploded. Gordon get that fixed. He went out today. Gordon's out today and ended back up in a recovery truck again because he.
Oh my God.
So Gordon, just stop going out.
Here, Gordon, the fly mono got good warranties anyway, mate.
I think.
I thought his bike was a Honda.
It is, aye, but he's wrecked it.
Oh,
The man put diesel on it, that's it. It's been
it sounds like a jigsaw.
So
I've never met Gordon here. Ever. I've never met him, but I've heard so much about him. I look forward to the day I meet him.
Well, just
I'll not let him touch my bike.
A mile of your bike he's got to stay away from. But anyway, while that story is funny,
It's all right.
He wants to reach out to the people who helped him. It's AGPTEK in Port Glasgow. Was they helped him and first RS was for the puncture in Alexandria. So shout out to them for saving him probably 3 times in the space of 2 days.
He's not had much luck. He wants to get rid of that Fireblade.
Aye. I told him.
He'll be getting rid of that for a mobility scooter just shortly anyway. To be fair though, the Fireblade blew all his hair off.
I love the Z-Edge comment. I don't know where that's going, but does anyone else watch the basic videos? We're only a C ring. Yeah, that's cool to see, brother. Part of the last construction was also offering a 250 license, which I think was good because it reduces the weight of the bike, and that's for shortest Scott, which is Carol. Grant's missus.
Oh.
That could be
Liking
a-
Penny's comment.
What could anyone else? Anyone
I can't
riding
see anything, by the way.
of that
Can you not
size?
see any comments?
Just the ones that they're making pop up kind of thing. I can't see anything because I'm on my phone, so I need to like
Oh,
change the screen.
You touch the
Right,
screen.
pain in the ass.
What would you ask is anyone else riding legal license plates or that size that looks kind of legal, i.e. the slightly smaller size? I run legal. Doesn't bother me.
I'm running a 6. Is it it's either 7x5 or 6x4? I can't mind. 7x5, I think. 4D red neon gel. It's minted.
I run legal. It doesn't bother me.
I run legal as well, but my bike's completely standard, like completely.
Well, my Zed's got a 4D orange gel background also.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
So it is. David Walker, Gordon walked past my old ZX9 and the exhaust fell off. Claire Rowland, Spain would be some monk run. Well, Jim's already invited. We just need to look at his missus, so that's fine. Stevie Ferry, he's bought it off a wish. Was that the blade or was that David Walker's exhaust? And then Penny wrote, "Oh, I remember the days I did recovery one that's aimed at Scottish Jigsaw."
Aye.
We've spoke about it many times on here.
Aye.
I love that jigsaw. Just saying, it was the best jigsaw I've ever parked behind.
That was a nice ornament.
But we'll not mention that.
Gordon Earl wrote, "David Walker, you still owe me tiebacks for fixing your exhaust after it fell off." Jim Emery, he's a 7x5 number plate. Stevie, he has same kid, fully legal. All right, Stevie Ferry, if that's what you're into, mate. I think actually meant mate same as kid, i.e. fucking MT here. He's not legal. He's got nothing legal, this boy.
Who, me?
You.
I'm a hillbilly. I don't even have insurance.
Ted, he runs oversized plates because they can't catch him on his NZR 1400.
Good point.
Yeah, boy.
Walker, what year is your old Jigsaw, Scott?
I know 2003.
That's turned into a toaster now, by the way.
That's that pig in the pot, that, right? So it was.
Don't really that much metal with it.
It was good when it went, but it was when it went was the problem.
And at one time.
At one time at one camp. Claire runs legal. Number plate, obviously.
Still talking about that Gixxer there.
Yep.
It's still going.
Stevie Ferry's talking about the blade.
It's the longest I've checked the conversations run it.
So that is us up to date with comments.
I was thick and fast there for a minute, wasn't
I know I'm trying to keep up. I was hanging. David Walker's asking you. Scott,
we don't have enough time. The list went through. It's numerous things. We'll just say.
there was ended up there being a long list. So it was Wee Grant, he runs legal, but he's still upon his personal reg. That says Wee Biker probably because he's teeny. So I'm sure Wee Grant has an amazing cargo because he was at the shops earlier for this.
There's one for Penny to respond to. G Mackay.
Oh, aye, there we go.
Mate, it's still a thing, or is it all gone? No, mate, it's all still in my hole.
I do believe Penny put up a post recently, so she did about merch. So go back to the Facebook page and have a wee scroll through. Penny did put something up about merch, and I'm pretty sure she also put up what she's got left, i.e. what Scott's saying that's in the hall. So crack on over to Penny. Well, I think I'm the only person that's got this, which is a t-shirt. Just saying.
My modelling days.
Right, very good, Scott.
Like that.
There you go, Penny's answered it. merch is still going. Good stuff.
Oh.
Um,
What's this?
good stuff.
Hit the
I can
wrong
model
one
some
there.
if you want.
double the price.
Where was it? Zed had asked a good question.
He asked, "What is your thoughts on YouTube Shorts?" I like
I've
them.
not used it. I've not used it yet.
I watch. I like them.
The one with the chroma key Zed, and then that dude in America that then done it on his visor, his bike with the eyes and all that. That was very, very good, man. I think that's the future. I think there'll be quite a lot to be done with that. Very interesting to see your next one, Zed. So let us know what you're up to with that. Bigger scale. So that'd be good.
I like YouTube
definitely.
Shorts. I think they're quite interesting. It's quite an interesting concept. Like,
What's a YouTube
prefer
short?
really short videos.
Just watch
YouTube
it.
Short is like, I think it's a video under a minute long, and you're supposed to hashtag it shorts.
Right.
And I think they prefer it in the upright position, like, and it's mainly from phones, I believe. It's quite an interesting concept, like. And
So
Zed had done a couple of crackers, as Mark said. That one with his helmet was amazing looking.
I'll need to check that out when I'm lying in my bed tonight. So I'll be on to Zed's channel and subscribe as well because I've not done that yet.
oh, he's not subscribed to Zed.
I know that's out of order, mate. I apologise. I'm sorry.
This Penny's also answered that she's got.
Right, just kick him in.
I know Grant, Next Day, and Gordon were looking for sweatshirts, so she's answered that. I've got one already.
There you go. Serious question. Who needs milk tomorrow? I know we're all doing delivery services right now, mate, to help the communities.
I did one. I did one we actually met Grant, Stephen Ferry, and a few others.
Did you exchange milk?
Yes. Actually, no, cream. We did cream. We did the milk, mate. He did old-fashioned clotted cream, so we did.
That sounds worse than my comment, mate.
But
we'll just leave it there.
It's meant to be. So it is. There you go, Ted. Penny, he wants to know if you've got an extra large black hoodie. He shall take it.
Oh my God. There's one for you. Don't picture it. Don't picture it. It's going to be in full leathers. Place the card on himself and be naked underneath. Can you imagine that?
It's going to be brilliant because he's got this big beard and he's going to be shaved everywhere else, isn't he? I'll watch it.
David's going out tomorrow, and it looks like John's going out tomorrow as well.
Yeah, boy.
I think we've all kind of dipped our toe in going out. As long as we're not meeting up, I think it's perfectly fine as long as you're not going 400 miles.
It's all right, no meeting up, but everybody's just got to Largs.
Well,
it's accidental on purpose.
Hi. Which is fine.
I just went a long way home. I went from Baillieston all the way down to Largs and then home. I just went a long detour.
Well, I went to Fairley, turned round, went back, went all the way to Ayr. Just checked the bike before I put it in for an MOT the next day, but nothing. Passed the polish, I don't know, 4 times. Weren't even interested in me.
That traffic was past Largs and there was about 12 bikes, and then they went past it at least 3 times. Never even.
They're not interested.
Just on the note of the police here, I was driving in Kamala today, and I noticed what the old clap took Peugeot Estates to use. Seen one of them sitting next in the lay-by next to the road, and an EMPR camera in the back of it. And it's the first kind of non-traffic car I've seen with something like that on it. I don't know if anybody else has seen that, but it did catch my attention. Like,
do you think that's just like tax avoidance, maybe?
I don't know, mate. But it's the first one. Obviously, the traffic cars like the Audi A4s and the BMWs have usually got them in the back, but it's the first. It was a Peugeot Estate diesel, you know what I mean? It wasn't a traffic car by any means.
I know sometimes they set them up for road tax evasion only, And that's what it's reading, is to see if the car's taxed. If it's no taxed, they then get the notice through.
Think so?
Well, I've heard of that in the past. I don't think that's a finable offence. I think that's a case they send them a letter saying, right, well, no, next time we see it's going to get clamped, sort of idea.
Well, I didn't think you can't do you for speeding when an unmarked car, can they?
No, nobody's speed, mate. No, it's got to be marked. It can't be hidden.
Can't,
So
it
it's
can't be
either
hidden,
road tax. The only thing I can think of is road tax, mate. That's the only thing I can think of. They've done it in the past, I know that. I ken a couple of cops, and no, that was purely road taxed. And then the vehicle, it wasn't taxed. Within a week, they would then go to wherever the address was and then clamp it if it was sitting out in the road. So I don't know if that's what it was. I'm not sure.
I'm being a miserable bastard the next couple of days, by the way, when it comes to road tax. I'm waiting to the first to tax mine, because I don't want to tax it the new and then it renews in the first.
There's a couple of comments here. Plenty of mountain tax going, Salt Macklin. And
Z-Head's waiting on parts. We know that.
Grant McKay wrote, you left me in the dust yesterday. Z-Head's waiting. But I'm sure Z-Head spent £360 or something.
Aye, yep. Oh, there's Jim rubbing it in again.
Aye, rub it in, Jim.
Aye, no bother. Weather's roasting, Jim. Aye, no bother.
Cold
See ya.
Aye, we get it.
We get it, and you've got a mansion. We get it.
Aye. Mm-hmm. You try to hide
In
that.
fairness
to
the bloke.
I'm guessing he's retired, is he?
No.
Aye.
Oh, he's not.
No,
he's
is he?
No,
No.
he's not. He's not. He's just very clever.
To be fair, I've done about 350 kilometres, but it's been in my works van, it's not been on the bike.
In fairness to the bloke, if you were in that same position, you would be rubbing it in, wouldn't you? If we,
Mate,
if
if I
we
was
all
in the
stayed
same
in
position,
Spain,
I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
fair enough.
That's a long way for milk. Claire.
246 miles for a pint of milk. It would have been half by the time you get home.
That's true, Jed.
Aye, that's true. Yep. Insurance. Oh, there's another one. Never thought of that. Scott, insurance. What's insured?
Well,
What's
it's an
no?
ANPR, so it's only MOT, insurance, road tax, isn't it?
Aye. Oh, he's in Scotland. Oh, Jim's in Scotland.
So he's back up in Falkirk. Right, we're freezing up there. So get up here.
Oh.
How did he get
Come
in?
on,
He
dude.
must be isolating. He's got to be isolating, isn't he?
Well, put it this way, see if he isn't, he's just gave it away, hasn't he?
Jimmy came through that Euro tunnel on his bike.
In the back wheel.
Penny's answering your question there, Z-Head. I don't have an XL in stock, but can order one in. Is it just to go for
Same
your
dimensions as me.
Is it just to go for your gear? Penny's asking if you put weight on, Z-Head.
No, to be fair, it is lockdown. Everybody's put weight on.
Hold on. Listen, we need to go to Jim Emery's.
Aye, everybody apart from me.
Right, look, he's back in April to Spain, and we can talk about a road trip in September.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
Jim, you're my new favourite friend.
It's good job he doesn't like you.
I know, mate, I know.
That's how the mansion is.
Oh. What we got here? Oh,
Scott went for a
Scott.
great. That's because he's a stallion. Just saying.
Yeah, boy.
Better go
Anyway,
again.
so Lee and David, is there any plans for this year that if you can get out, i.e. trips or change of bike when you go, David?
Well, I'm hoping to do all or some of the NC500 with my two brothers.
Good, mate. Good.
So I'd hopefully get that done at some point. Obviously, world affairs pending. Everyone is going to be COVID dependent. But that's the only thing I intend doing travel-wise. I know I'm not allowed to say that word, but it was easier in my head there than getting round to say it in a different way. So that's the only thing I've got planned apart from daily runs or weekend runs. Change of bike. At this moment in time, I've got a year left. So I've had that bike 3 years. I've got a year left on it. I was thinking now is about the time to start to change it, but if I'm not going to use it as much as what I did, because last year I used it about less than a third of what I did the previous 2 years. If I'm not going to put the loads and loads of miles in or not use it much, I might as well just clean this one that I've got now. Although I'm always looking at other bikes.
What do you think?
And all different makes.
That was my question. What's your next? What was it?
There's hundreds of bikes, everything. Kawasaki Z900 RSs.
Yeah, boy.
Like them. For a while I was on the MT-09, MT-07, all that kind of range. But I don't like the MT-09 with that stupid speedometer where it sits. It doesn't sit in the centre
Just
of the bike, it
that
sits off to the right. It's a bit weird. It's strange.
It's stupid.
I like the tank in the MT-09, but I don't like where the speedo sits.
The speedo is. It looks like a sort of afterthought. Like, all right, we forgot to put a speedo on. Well, I just slap it there. The rest of the range is not like that, and I don't know how riding that would annoy me. Like MT10s and all that size is maybe a wee bit too much power. I maybe feel that wouldn't use at all.
Put it into B mode.
Well, what's the point of having a bike and putting it into B modes?
That's a good point.
Very true.
I don't understand that. You control the speed of your bike using the throttle. You don't need to use a B mode or an A mode. And I don't like the idea of having too much to think about when you're riding, flicking between modes.
Just to clarify a point here, it's no B mode or A mode, it's mode 2.
Sorry.
Just, go on. You're just jealous of your modes.
I know, mate. I've got A2 or A2. I've not got much option.
Some people just get on and that.
Aye, like me. On and off.
No, but I do. Sometimes it's get mode 1, 2, and 3, and like you say, there is a big difference between them. So if it's a slightly damp road, mode 1's just wild, and it's a wee bit. It's dodgy. It is dodgy.
So would you change it in the wet then? Would you?
I'm in mode 2. I've not since I changed it to mode 2 about a year ago. I just don't touch it anymore. So throttle's in mode 2 and traction's in mode 2, and that's where it stays.
I heard that you still get the full power from all the mods. It just applies it in a different way.
Yep,
so you don't get as sharp an acceleration, but eventually you still get the full power and when you max it out. Not that you would max it out.
No. Like, nobody's seen pictures or videos of it getting maxed out. No.
No.
I have.
Honestly, we're going to have to take a fucking contract out on him. Aye, that's what I mean. No, we've not seen pictures. Aye, I have.
I know a guy.
Aye, I know a guy too. He's above me about, wait there, 7th Dan. He'll knock you the fuck out.
Right. He was never a 7th Dan.
His name's Chris, no Dan.
Lee.
Grant McKay wants to really do the NC5 now, sorry.
Aye, I popped that up, mate. I'm going to skip Z-Heads, the new. I'll come back to that Z-Head, but Lee.
I'm looking at it just now.
Aye, what bikes? There's one. So What are you
I'm
thinking
gonna answer it.
bike-wise after you go full license? Stick with the 07 and you're going to move up?
See, to be honest, right, my dream bike, believe it or not, and I know ThrottleDaft is going to rip the piss at me and tell me no here. I want a Ducati Diavel, right?
Somebody else said that in the last one. Was that Claire?
I want Ducati Diavel has been my dream bike since I was wee. I just love it, but no like the S model or the X model, whatever it is. It has to be just the normal one because the foot peg and the riding position is different between.
How's you and me? What, last week?
Aye, very good. But I don't know. But at the same time, I don't know if I want to go for that because they're high maintenance, so I've heard. Or do I keep the 7, take the restrictor off it, and also have a second bike, which would probably be, I don't know, a 1050 speed triple or a ZFV. I don't know. I'm going to wait until I've passed my test, I've got the full license, and then I can test ride everything and anything and go through there. Know what I mean? I don't know.
To get your full license, so they don't let you just straight on bikes.
No, 24, that's me. I'm 23 now. 2 months to go. 3 months. So, I don't know. I might. Part of me wants to keep my MT-07 because, like, I've put a lot of stuff on it. Like, it's in good nick. I've looked after it. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's worth getting rid of it to change it. I might just change it and have, like, keep it and have 2 bikes.
Me and Scott also know somebody who wants to keep their first bike. You're right, David Walker. Whoop, whoop. Just saying.
So I don't know, but if anybody on the page or who's watching this has a Ducati Diavel, just let me know what it's. Give me a shot if you want. I'll put the video on my YouTube channel, but just let me know what it's like maintenance wise and performance wise, like, and reliability. Because I've heard mixed reviews, and ThrottleDaft, don't say they're shite because you're going to say that anyway.
I'll put you in contact with a boy on our page who is.
So I want to know because
I think I will ever see one at Largs.
I've never seen one
Edward Dale
out with
on
the
our
Scottish
page.
Bike Show.
Right, well, Edward Dale on our page, he's been out with me. He's got one.
I think I was with Scott that night, and I think Chris was there as well when there was one at Largs.
Honestly, mate, I really, really want one. I don't know what it is. I'm just drawn to them. They're just, I don't know. It just looks good. I honestly don't know, but I've just really liked them since I've been wee.
Courses are heavy and expensive.
Aye, heavy and expensive.
I don't like them because of that. I just like them.
Aye, but for your wee arms to pick a bike like that up, you better make sure.
Yeah, to be fair, it'd probably let my wee skinny arms off. I'm going to go to the gym. Know what I mean?
Who's Jim?
Right, any thoughts on the Harley
Anyway,
Pan America?
move on. That's an interesting one for Z-Ted. What's your thoughts on the Harley Pan
It's
America?
got a massive exhaust on it.
I think it sounds like I think that sounds like a skeleton having a wank in a biscuit tin.
Did you get that?
Harleys, man. Harleys should be scrapped. They should be turned into toasters and George Foremans for all I care.
And that's Lee's professional opinion.
I'll set this one out.
Is having some technical difficulties. Oh,
Don't bother. I'll disown you.
At least they've broadened their horizon, Harley, with the likes of the Livewire. Now they've got the Pan America. At least they're now coming out of the whole Fat Boy sports stuff. It's just the same old stuff, just slightly different.
To be fair,
listen, you're sitting out, shut up. I'd actually like a shot at it, just the simple fact, having owned a Harley, I know how stiff the fucking riding position is. I'd actually like to see if they have altered that because it is now an adventure style. I did quite like a shot yet, but it's nice to see them broaden their bikes rather than just big cruisers and they're loud and expensive.
It looks good.
Aye. So
I love the live wire. I'd buy one tomorrow if I had the money.
I watched a YouTuber recently and he got given it for a week or something, and the review he gave it was just phenomenal. The best electric bike on the market. He's put it up as number 1.
Stevie.
Is it after 9 PM yet? Yeah,
it's 9:45, mate.
There's an answer for you, Lee. So it's 225 kilograms, so it's 200 over what you can lift, mate.
Aye, that's about 10 times my weight. Fuck's sake. I can just patch that. I'll set that out. Fuck that.
It's not that heavy, really. My bike's 212. So it's only.
To be fair,
we've seen you try to move it about.
It's probably about the same size as your 14, David.
At least he's gone for insult after insult to that visor tonight.
Yeah, to be fair, right, mate, well, to be fair, anybody that knows me, like use for, knows insults is my way of showing the love, so that's just so you know.
So technically you want to get it. Technically you want to get it on with David and the insults you've given tonight.
Yeah, David will be getting it. The TT, don't worry about that.
Oh, Jesus, man. I'm actually crying now.
To be fair, though, just on the subject of Harley Davidsons, Davey Murray's Fat Boy that he had before he changed to that Triumph, I like the Fat Boy. I'm not a Harley fan, but that was nice. I like that. I would go for one of them.
I sat on that as well. It was very comfortable to sit in.
Right. I'm not a fan, but I like that.
I rode the 48. Close to 48, I rode. I test drove one for West Coast Harley, and it was totally different from Chrissy's street rod. Totally different riding position. And that was nice.
Look at the service cost for the Ducati. It makes you ill, Ted, 100%. I think all Ducatis, 90% are stunning to look at. We never go for the simple reason because of servicing cost, reliability. And it's aside from McKay wrote that there was a hypermotor that was yesterday. That was Stevie's. Lovely bike again. Looked brilliant. I wouldn't own one. He says they're bulletproof. I don't believe that a Ducati is bulletproof. So
speaking of that, Ducati Lamborghini Diavel thing, that I can't see comments, so I don't know who posted it. But I've not won the Euro Million. I've not won the Euro Millions yet, so that's out the picture.
Anybody heard of this? Damon Hyper. Is Damon the one that worked with Ewan McGregor and that?
Damon Hypersport is the name of the bike.
Is that the American company, but that done the trucks on that?
I just know that Damon Hypersport as it being the electric bike. I've actually seen that vlog, for Diesel Hog vlog. He goes saying he swears by it. Again, the live wire I've seen it was sworn by. So
right, there's one for you though. Electric bikes. In the comments, let us know what is your honest opinion on them. Because for me personally, an electric bike, fair enough, it might have the power, but I think it's pointless. The full point of a bike is like to be heard, the noise, the exhaust. Electric bikes, like buy a push bike, it's pointless. I don't know. I don't see the point in them. Like, why have an electric bike? Like, I just honestly, like, I don't know.
There's a wee thing. Well, it's not actually quite a wee thing. It's
a big thing.
It's called Save the Planet.
Because the mission.
Using fossil fuels and all that.
I'll be dead by the time that comes into play.
I think
he'll be too busy pulling wheelies and nailing it.
Listen, if he's going to end up riding like a dick, he's not going to be here long. But I think we're going to have to just accept it. It's going to come in at some point. whether we're here for it or not. Because the cars are pretty much they're pretty much kind of starting to really keep in. So bikes are just going to be.
Cars have only got a shelf life of 8 to 9 years. It's only 9 years away and we'll stop selling diesel and petrol cars, and it's 2035, so about 14 years we stop selling hybrid cars. And everything will go.
Sorry, I was just laughing at the next comment.
That one there.
Everything will go electric at some point.
Gordon put diesel on electric bikes. Probably.
He probably put Red X in it to try and help the engine a wee bit, I know.
Tried to make it more efficient.
There's one. Heard Lee's opinion on Harleys. What's Lee's opinion on MCs and MCCs?
Oh, wait. There we go. I'll come back to old man Tony. Old man Tony creeping about in the background. Welcome, mate.
Right, just out of curiosity, what's MCs and MCCs? What does that mean?
So motorcycle clubs, and the other clubs are just motor clubs.
Each to their own. Personally, I prefer to be like on my own, just there one, no part of a club kind of thing. But I've not got anything against clubs. Like some of them are for the good. Like a lot of them do a lot of charity work and stuff, which obviously is respectable. But personally, I prefer just to be solo on my own. Don't need to worry about commitments. Like if you're in a club, you maybe need to go to meetings and meetups and whatever else. But personally, I would just stick to my own guns. Just go myself. Nothing else to worry about. That is it. But to be fair, the one motorcycle club that I know, which is half decent, is Full On in East Kilbride. That's the only club I've ever been. I've been up a couple of times. I know people in the club and my dad and stuff, people like that, etc. I know people there. Great bunch of folk, brilliant. But personally, I don't like being involved with loads of people. I prefer just to distance myself, go out myself, no responsibilities, stuff like that. So I would stick to just being myself and going out with like the likes of yous, like meeting up lads, etc. That's enough for me.
I've actually been in fact, I'm a member of many, not just like motorcycle clubs, but I'm a member of Air Classic Motorcycle Club. I'm a member of the Kawasaki Owners, member of Kawasaki Z1000s, member of Honda 954s, Honda Fireblades Owner Club. I'm a member of many. Doesn't bother me.
So this was some answers back to Lee regarding. So old man Tony, it's good to hear from him actually. Commute at 10 to 20 miles a day, then he would have an electric bike, but no point for the kind of riding that he does now. He's retired, which is a fair statement. And then you've got wee MT-07 biker. Mr. and Flyer done a review of electric bike. Acceleration was awesome, but when spoke about it in the live stream I did with you, we previously spoke about that. I don't think we've had any. Stevie's come back with the Nomad thing. I think that's a
lone rider Nomad.
CCs, aye.
Yeah.
Which
see,
effectively is
like, see the thing about electric bikes, right? Like, and don't get me wrong, at some point, like you said, it might come in. But if just for talking sake, North Coast 500, a lot of people obviously on here have commented saying North Coast 500, this, like, they would like to do it, blah, blah, blah. If you've got an electric bike, for talking sake, how many points along that North Coast 500 is going to have electric chargers? Just out of curiosity, you know what I mean? Like, not every petrol station has an electric charger.
No.
Well, you know what I mean?
I think
that grid work is coming up though. I've seen a comment somewhere where you can actually do a full lap of the NC500 and charge an electric car. I wouldn't like to put it into practice though.
If you Google it and you Google the area, you will be very surprised at the amount of electric charge areas there actually is.
See, I'm not clued up in that electric stuff. I've not looked into that, so I couldn't tell you.
You don't notice it because you're not got an electric bike or electric car.
There's a guy on one of the other Facebook groups from Edinburgh. I think he's got one of the. Is it a Zero? They call it.
Aye, zero.
I believe he's got one of them, and I think he went to Tyndrum and back. He put up a post when he first got it. I can't remember the exact details about it, but I don't think he's had many issues. But obviously, the main issue being limited range and fuel stops.
Charging points, exactly. You can't exactly stop on the side of Loch Lomond and charge your bike, can you?
So you can't stop on the side of Loch Lomond and fucking put fuel in your bike either, you daft dick.
No, but you know what I mean.
You can get fuel at Luss.
That's not what he said though. You can't stop at the side of Loch Lomond and put fuel in your bike or charge your bike. We can't do any. You can't just stop at the side of the road and put fuel in your bike unless you're carrying it. Who carries it?
You can, because Harley Davidson riders carry wee bottles of petrol because they've got about a 70-mile tank range. But you can't recharge a bike at the side of the road. Electric bikes have got a specific purpose. They're absolutely no use for the likes of me. I don't commute on a bike. Well, you're a Sparky. You might know better than me.
That's exactly what I just said though.
There's Ed looked at it.
You can't put petrol in, but if you're carrying petrol, that's what I say.
So you need 3 charges today.
I never
The NC500. Zedhead's obviously looked at this.
If you had a domestic socket.
Yeah, but if you park your bike up at 10 o'clock at night and you're going to wait at 6 o'clock in the morning, 8-9 hours is enough to recharge a bike fully.
Only takes an hour and 15 on a fast charge for 0% to 80%. An hour and 15 minutes gets you 80% of charge.
So if you're
See, to be honest, I don't think I could have an electric bike because I'd probably need to take one of the batteries to make it 82.
See, I read somewhere about electric bikes regarding the licensing running them. It's a wee bit weird that you can jump on an electric bike with a CBT license.
Is that magic? So there's no engine?
Aye, I read that somewhere. That's something.
If that's the case, I'm going to change my bike then. Anybody want to buy an MT-07?
You want electric now, don't you?
Yeah, Jen could be able to charge that in the ferry to the TT.
Aye, for every lap of the mountain you do, we'll do 9.
Aye. Is there a charging port halfway down the M6?
And if that's the case, you'll be buying breakfast every morning.
Aye.
If you remember the bit.
Scott,
What is this breakfast thing? Why are we talking about breakfast?
Is that not the normal thing anyway? That for his one lap you'll be doing 9 anyway?
Aye, right. Just to clear it up for Davey Darkvisor, right? The agreement is when we get to the TT, which is us 5, the last one over the mountain buys the breakfast the next morning. So that's going to be you.
How's it going to be?
Well,
Right.
electric bike or no bike or wheelchair or no licence. I'll get over the mountain before you. Simple as that.
No chain.
Do you think so?
He's going to reset you
I'll get over there in my push bike.
I can cycle faster than you could.
Aye,
That wee
I've just got to say that. I'll get over there in my push bike quicker than you. See at your age, you only stop half a year on the mountain to change your tennis pants. I'll be away.
Oh, Jesus.
Knew this would be carnage.
Right. See, I've got
Anyway.
an order of that happening. I've got an order of that happening very quickly. I reckon Chris would make it to the other side of the mountain first. Then it would be
Obviously.
Scott.
There'll be Scott. Then
Then
Mark.
it would be
Then
between
myself.
me and you. And I reckon Mark would be at the end. Because there's quite a lot of corners, and Mark doesn't do corners very well. Unless
But see, the thing is now, mate, because you've not been with us for a wee while, ask Chris. I did do corners well now.
Here's one, right? Just
No way to tell
for
me.
the people. See, for the people watching and the people on the Facebook page, right? I'm going to put up a poll on the basic bikers. I'll probably do it tomorrow because once this is finished, I'm going to my bed because I'm knackered. Right?
All right, old man.
Out of the 5 of us, because it's the 5 of us going to the TT, I suggested a credit card, or well, saying credit card, I mean like bank card roulette for dinner a day, right? So between the five of us, cards out on the table. Should we do it or should we not? I'm going to put a poll up on that.
What a shit
Right?
poll.
No, it's not a shit poll. You're a shit poll.
What does that even mean?
You're a shit pole.
I reckon I'm going to
You're
go
a shit
up
pool.
I'm going to go up better than that because Gordon Ayres gone to the TT and I reckon he'll only get halfway up the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get halfway up the mountain, he'll be chatting all the farmers' doors like that. You're doing me a fiver for cutting your grass, pal.
I'd just like to add, Zed, you're getting sucked into going out with a run with Gordon. Don't do it.
Don't go, don't go.
Don't do it. Don't let him touch your bike. Don't let him touch you. Don't let him touch anything.
Yeah, Gordon, yeah. Got Jethead. Gordon here's the only person I know that gets about 10 feet into the Dalveen Pass and he's in the bushes. Do not fucking do it.
To be fair, if Gordon Ayres touches his head, I wouldn't let him to touch it.
Zed would punish him for that, I think.
Well, with some of his comments, like Zed might like it. He's sitting here watching it on, so you might actually enjoy that.
There's a good one for Penny. Obviously, is still there, Scott. So you better be careful. He's stripping.
Yeah, Scott. I thought you would have sent her to her bed by now.
Oh, don't you start. Don't do that.
Pen. Love you.
Oh, Jesus. Right, anyway.
She knows it.
Off. So, we're at 30 viewers just now. So, Chris, before you come back, what we setting the target at for our announcement?
Doesn't matter. I think you've only been about 31 anyway, so we have been.
So, let's stretch it. What, 40? 35?
You do what you want, mate. I'm going to that. I'm going for the Jimmy Riddle.
So one of days, what?
What announcement's this? Are you got a wee?
Need to go for it.
Is he going to get changed into something?
No. The announcement that was, you know it. It's only us three that know it. Penny jumped on there, by the way.
No, it's all right. I seen that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
She loves me.
There's Zed, Gordon travels further than Connor Cummins. Oh, Jesus. Right.
He would be further into the fields.
So, aye. Don't go anywhere with Gordon, mate. Just skip that one. Anybody get anything else they want to cover? Oh, any questions for the chat? Fire away if you've got any.
I'll just put one thing out there, is if anybody that's watching this or is going to watch it for the page who is maybe going for like a 125 to an A2 or whatever and has any questions about anything, is more than welcome to ask me.
Anything else? That's you just blot that out and go, right, okay.
I know, you know what I mean? Like, if there's not much else to say, like, a lot of folk maybe be a bit nervous or no sure, but...
Everybody wants to ask you anything after the next couple of months.
Ah, shut up, you.
We're an hour and 34 minutes in, so we're get 30 watching at the moment. Comments have been fast tonight, man.
I know,
It's sometimes it's right there. What's this?
Penny's a good one. Hey, dickhead, let's your cheek.
I know, we've popped it up. That's putting Lee in his place. Davey?
The King Gordon travel further than Connor Cummins on the fuck.
I know, that was a bit. I know.
Oh, that's bad, man.
Here we go. Jim's popped in with a question about tyres. What's the best sports tourer tyres that you've ran? Right now, the best sports tourer tyre I've ever had at the moment is the ones I've just put in the bike, which I'm only about 100 miles in, is the Road 5s, which I'm finding a lot better than the Battle Axe. But that's my opinion.
What Battle Axe did you have?
What do you mean?
23s? Well, you said you found it better than the Battle Axe. Was it the 23s?
It's the older ones.
21s you had them, Mark?
21s, it was 21s or something. Aye.
Well, I went for the, when I got my bike, I had 23s on it, the Battle Axe 23s, which is a harder dual compound. I went to the BT16s last year, and they're much better. The 23s are sports tourers, 16s are hyper sports. I would recommend the 16s over the 23s. The 23s just don't feel good at all. They're too hard.
Chris?
I only run Pirelli Dabble Rossi 3s.
Aye.
Soft tyre.
Which are a great tyre, but it's soft.
You go through them, but the grip's phenomenal. I love them. It's the only tyre I ever run.
Scott, you had this choice when you changed your tyres a couple of months ago, wasn't it? About 6 months ago?
December I got my other tyre.
Aye.
I changed to the Battle. I got the original tyre I got with the bike was well past its due date, so in my haste I just replaced it with a Battle Axe 21 again, and then I got a screw through it, so I replaced that with a Road 5.
Nice.
And
How you finding it?
I've literally done about 20 miles on it.
Alright, cool.
So
You're the same as me then, mate. There's still a lot to go.
Aye.
What's so good about the Road 5 then? Because I've heard good reviews about it for you, obviously Mark, and a lot of other people, but what's so good about the Road 5?
Well, what's so good about it is what we're reading about it, because we're not that far in yet, we don't know. Well, for me, I don't know. I had a lot of, when I was accelerating with the Battle Axe, I had a lot of slipping at the back, or whatever you call it, and this tyre doesn't do that, but it's more to do with when it's damp or wet or whatever. It's got cutouts in it that, as the tyre wears, actually get wider, so it dispels. It's saying that half of the tyre's life it will still be as grippy as any other tyre in the market, apart from, obviously, Chris has got a soft compound tyre, which is really grippy. Any other tyre in the market, when it's half worn, it'll still produce the same amount of grip in the wet. In the dry, you can put any tyre on your bike in the dry. Nobody's got an issue with that. It's when it starts getting damp or wet or whatever. So, but I'm only 100 miles in. Scott's only 20 mile in. So it's just supposed to be. It's expensive tyre, dual compound, so hard in the middle, so you don't square the tyre off. With two.
No, softer on the outside, obviously.
Aye, so it's got it's a two-stage compound on the side, really grippy, then grippy, and then it's a harder compound in the middle, so it doesn't square off. So, but we'll find out. We don't know until we get the miles.
Aye. Once you break it in a wee bit, aye.
David?
Tyre-wise, obviously I've only ever had brand new bikes, and they have come with Dunlops front and rear from the factory, and the only tyre that's wore out is the back tyre. Obviously, I just replaced it with another Dunlop with the intent, when I have to change the front and rear, and I would put Michelin's on it. And coming from I used to work fitting tyres for years, and my knowledge of tyres is more to do with cars, but I wouldn't put a Pirelli on my car or my bike, because we used to do loads of warranties on Pirellis for various reasons. Like the car side of it, there was always issues with Pirellis. Michelin are expensive tyres, but they're expensive for a reason, because the company is huge and it does a huge amount of research into it. So I would always go for Michelin's.
Cool. So I've got a very-
What Dunlops are on your bike then? Like that you wouldn't recommend?
Well, I can't remember the model number of them, but it's the ones that come on the bike for brand new, and they're fine in the dry. But as Mark was saying, see when it gets a bit damp, the back end of the bike gets all skitty and it doesn't feel safe at all. They're terrible in the wet. Like I've replaced it with a different model because of the tyres that you can buy that when you get the bike are fitted in abroad, but you kind of get that same model in the UK. So you've got to change to a different type of Dunlop, and that's a bit better. It feels softer as well.
Just when I see, right, the comments just popped up on here. David, I don't know what the guy's second name is, he just said the BT23s are the boy. And I had them originally, 2 brand new BT23s, Battle Axe, on the MT-07, also A2 restricted, right? I found them in the corners, one is grippy. That's why I changed to the 16s. So I'm just curious to see what bike he's riding that he thinks the 23s are good compared to whatever else, because I found the 23s terrible.
He's got a Z1000.
It's a Z1000, mate.
Well, that thing's probably ripping the tyres to bits then. Fuck me, shut up.
There's a wee taking us off subject. I know we don't talk about the C word, but there you go.
I've seen that on the Facebook page.
So with 2 cases, they're asking them to stay at home. So there you go. The rest of the comments were all about the tyres. We MT-07, good insight, David. They'll probably be changing the tyres this year. So there you go. So we got to talk about the TT.
Yes, TT baby, come on.
I know Lee wants to talk about it.
I'm buzzing. I am buzzing.
Right, go for it, Lee. Talk. On you go, mate.
Mate, TT, I've been watching that on the telly since I was, well, I would say wee, but let's face it. Come on, what fucking 6 inches there? Know what I mean? Honestly, TT, man, wow. Like 2 years in a row cancelled, and now next year, hopefully, get to go. We used 4. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. Between the videos on YouTube, the interviews, like the reviews, the footage of people being there, it just looks fucking awesome. I cannot wait. Honestly, like, I'm going to be like a fucking Wayne in a sweetie shop.
Cool.
It's just, I don't know, it's just one of the things, like, you get the Northwest, obviously, right? But the TT is the ultimate experience of road racing. Let's face it, it is. There's nothing going to beat the TT.
You're going to be the slowest man in Ireland.
No, I'll not be the slowest man in Ireland. David will, whatever. He's that side in my phone. He's up there somewhere.
It's up there somewhere.
I'm just
power that you've got at the moment.
No, you don't. I maybe no, you don't. Oh well. You've got double the age and all.
Maybe they knew a day. I have got double the age
whatever.
of you. Got more than double the age of you.
I hope you've got double the bank balance too, because you'll be paying for the dinner once you last do the mountain.
So I'm buying dinner and breakfast now, am I?
If you want. Mine's just Cocoa Pops, so you'll not be there for me. But nah, TT wise, man, it's going to be good. Everybody knows it. It's going to be awesome.
So I take it you're looking forward to it?
Mate, I can't wait. 400 about 17 days or something, but it's going to be good.
Excuse me.
Aye, well, it's been cancelled twice on us, so aye.
I know. Well, to be fair, we've not had much luck.
Feel your
like,
excitement.
I was excited. I was excited last year. I was excited obviously the year before. 3rd time lucky, hopefully.
Good. David, what's your thoughts, mate? Because you cancelled last year. You were going the first year,
Well-
cancelled last year, and this year you've jumped on
I
again,
never
mate.
rebooked for the second year because I didn't think it was going to go ahead. I had my suspicions of it. And I
Fucking
probably
hell,
wouldn't have
missed it, Mark,
booked
here.
for next year.
Can I just point out, right? David is the only guy in TT history that's going to get the TT for 4 or 5 nights for about 300 quid. Just saying. He's a leech. He's leeched on. He's took the booking for he's took the booking for cheap as anything. So
Hey, I never took anybody's booking. You offered me it. Well, not you specifically, because you were stuck in the toilet. The rest of them did.
Oh, man. Right, carry on, David, before you were very rudely
Right, okay.
interrupted.
So, I never rebooked for the following year.
Okay, it's
You
fine.
build up your excitement and then you lose it, like, and it's really disappointing. So I've got to an age in life where I don't get excited much about things until I'm actually. My excitement will be when I roll on that ferry, because I'm always thinking, oh, it's not going to happen. But it's a place that I've always been fascinated with bike racing since I was a wee kid, and I've been watching the TT races on telly before Lee was even born.
aye, black and white, mate. Black and white. Don't worry about that.
Black and white, aye. This Jim has been to the TT several times. Like,
Was there for 3 years. Manx GP is also excellent, and the boy racers tend to stay away. There you go.
Boy racers, as in folk in their Corsa VXRs and Fiesta STs. Is that what you mean?
or hooligans on their MT-07s.
Don't know what you're talking about, mate.
We MT-07, he says, you doing the TT, I'm going to do Millport. Not a lot of people will know what Millport is, but
what's Millport?
5 minutes or something running a bike. 10 minutes? I don't know. It's no big.
10 miles round the island.
10 miles? Aye, so.
It's 10 miles
Millport,
right round in.
Millport an island?
No, Millport is a town on an island called Cumbria, which is just off our Largs.
All right, okay. So it'd probably take you longer to get the boat out of the island and to go down it, would it?
Yep.
Aye, the rumour has it, if you get
Very much.
a lap of the island and get the same boat back.
Fair enough.
FFHFY, hey, aye, welcome.
Yeah, that's one of the spam comments, I'm positive.
That's fine then. Just don't click on the link, Lee. I know you like to click on the links. Don't do it.
Aye.
Just send your bank details.
Does that link no say horny babes within 5 miles?
No. No.
If it does, yeah, if that does, I'm clicking on it, man.
Oh man. Right, anyway. The Isle of Wight is doing a racing season as well. We spoke about this previous, I think.
Is that no in discussion between getting confirmed and obviously whatever else? Is that no?
Yep.
Aye. Isle of Wight, I think, would be as good as a TT.
How can you know where the Isle of Wight is if you don't know where Millport is?
Millport is.
Oh, shut up, you, Becky. I done geography.
You must have failed it then.
I might have failed it, but I still know where you stay. Your windies are getting put in.
Aye, once you get out of prison, son.
Look at that. Penny's trying to deflect here. Oliver's Mountain Scarborough. That was
Yeah,
good.
that's like the weirdest, narrowest racetrack in the planet.
Yep.
Once fucking Scottish forehead was on that, there'd be no room.
You know, it's been tough. I just like the ads, by the way. It's been tough tonight for me. I'm kind of struggling here. Oh my God, trying to hold that together. Not real. Right.
Right, back to the TT talk. Come on.
Last year, but postponed to next year. Aye, that's fine. Aye, that's good.
I might be postponing my TT. I think I might be changing my dates. I might actually just go with Gordon Air.
Is it by 10 p.m? Right, we're an hour and 50 minutes in. All yous watching, 32 watching. Right, save us in the comments. Ask us a question.
If you're brave enough.
To get this moving on. Right, so is it time for an announcement? No.
32 watching, I'm sure we agree 31. Go for it.
Robert Scott going to need therapy after this. Do you think? Aye. No, definitely.
That's just what it's like every time you speak to him.
I know.
Right, well, if Robert Scott needs therapy, right, from my point of view on my phone, I'll say wank, good guy, wank, good guy. There you go.
I see you pointing to us back in here.
I know, I don't know if I'm a wank or a good guy.
There they are.
I don't know who you picked there, mate.
Right, I'll go.
A good guy.
Right, ThrottleDaft, good guy. AyrshireVlogster, good guy. And the two Specky, wank. There you go.
You're a fucking dead man.
Somebody more at TT.
Right, here's a good. Oh, hold on. If you're going with Gordon, you better take. Aye, you're right, David. Aye, definitely. There's a good question there for Andrew Lynch. Is motovlogging dead? I actually spoke to him on the page about this today. My argument is he thinks the day is gone of putting a GoPro on your chin and talking. They say he thinks the day's moved on for it. They want a story behind it. They want a long journey to captivate it and stuff. I don't think it is, because Royal Jordanian's the perfect example. Puts a GoPro on his 3-4 minute videos and he still gets over minimum 70,000 views on his thing of him just with a GoPro on his chin talking around about London. I don't believe it's dead.
I don't think it's dead as such. There's a lot of people kind of coming away from the big YouTubers to watch smaller channels, I think now. It's never going to be dead properly. It's just changing into a different sort of format because there's that many people on it uploading constantly. Yeah, unless I read that comment today as well, and it came across to me that he was picking on a particular type of motovlog where you sat and just talked to your camera, and it was more to do. He felt it was more. It was all pushing towards bike builds and stuff like that, and that's where all the views would be at. I personally don't like watching bike builds because I see enough people wielding spanners at my work. So it doesn't really interest me, that.
To be fair, right, just quickly, on our channel, I'm sure somebody posted a link maybe 2 days ago to their dad that was in their 80s, I'm sure, building is it CBX 500?
Yeah.
Fair play to that guy. So go into the channel, go into the link, watch it, like it. That is awesome, to be fair. At that age, to still be doing that's phenomenal.
Aye, because you're 24 and you can't even service your own bike.
Mate, I'm 24. I'm useless. I've got a brain like a sieve, and ThrottleDaft is going to be servicing my bike in a couple of weeks. So that says it all. But to be on that subject, that is good. To be that age, still like doing your own build on a bike and whatever else, that deserves some credit. That is awesome.
Dunk Von Dunk wants to care if someone's coming out of the closet. Well, it's cool, Lee. Oh, nice one, Claire. Good guy. Wank, Lee. Good guy.
Yeah, I'm not a wank.
There's Emma Shields. Lee's your Specky as well. Shut up.
Who's Specky?
You, Emma Shields, you're Specky as well. Shut up.
Here, look, I know I'm Specky. Look, they're their own, but if I wear them indoors, to be honest, it doesn't make much difference.
What's that, Inspector Gadget, doesn't he?
Looks like Frankie Boyle.
Aye, but a skinny version.
Aye.
And
Nah,
Right,
man.
Frankie
Boyle.
I just need mines when I'm driving. I can't wear mines when I'm indoors or whatever, man. I need them outside.
There's a good comment there, which I've seen a big change in, is started focusing motor vloggers that are closer to home, Scotland, UK based, rather than all the big channels. I've seen a lot of that lately, where people are promoting the smaller channels rather than obviously all the bigger channels, American channels, or the ones you know about. There's White Rock Rider again. Shorts are the way to go. And people don't have time to watch a 20-minute video.
Oh, well, I did because like 80% of the population is on furlough, so they've got plenty of time to watch 20-minute videos. As Mark will tell you.
Say, Ted, I'm starting an OnlyFans page linked to my YouTube channel where I'm riding wearing
I'll
booby
pay up,
tassels.
brother. I'll pay up for that one.
One of the subs.
Alright.
Aye, I'll be subscribing to that. That's awesome.
That's worth a £5 a month.
Fiver? Is that it?
Aye, that's it, mate. I think it's a £5. Aye, it's a £5. Aye.
Ah, you'll know.
Is that because, is that because you're on furlough too?
Mate, I've got to make money somehow. There's a good question again for Robert. Opinion quick shifters. We'll start this
Scott's
one.
got one.
Aye, Scott. Do you use it a lot, mate? Or do you not
Scott
bother
doesn't
with
hear him when he goes by you.
He uses it every time he's on the bike.
He does that when he's getting by us, but I'm not 100% sure he uses it all the time.
It makes you lazy. So I'm not saying lazy. Obviously, a quick shifter is what it is.
So, I'll go with there's two. For me, there's two, and like two reasons for this. One, you don't need a quick shifter to shift up without pulling a clutch. Anybody that's got a brain can click up their gear without using their clutch. So quick shifter's pretty much pointless.
That's a good comment there. The quick shifter, the noise.
Right, I'm here. I'm sitting this one out. Back in a minute.
And the other thing is, I've spoke to Scott about this because I thought about it for the Z, and again, pointless unless you're really doing track. We don't really have roads in Scotland to smash the life out of, and you're really going up to speed and you're going that, yeah. Pointless, really. Unless it's on the bike like Scott's, by all means, brilliant.
Aye.
But I change gear 9 times, probably 10 times out of 10 without using my clutch anyway. So quick shifters are almost pointless. It's a waste of, what are they, 280 quid, and then 280 quid, something like that. Unless they come standard like Scott's, I think. What's that, Scott?
I didn't know it had a quick shifter until I rode it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the blippers, Mary, are probably better use than the quick shifter.
Again, you can still do it without your clutch. I do it 90% of the time as well. Very rare I'll use my clutch, unless I'm going to first gear or coming out of first gear. So only the only time I'll use my clutch on the Z and the blade. So that's my take on it. Unless you've got £280 spare that you don't mind just fucking a quick fixture onto your bike, then by all means.
It's a fraction of a second for shutting the throttle and doing it manually, for keeping the throttle open and changing it with a quick shifter.
Surely it can't be much of
aimed at race. No, it's aimed at race. It's points of a second. No, the reason they're there. And for us on the street, unless it's fitted as part of buying a bike, then it probably doesn't make sense for us.
I need all the help I can get, big man. Every 0.2 a second counts.
Aye, that's good.
Royal Jordanian did a video. He did a video on quick shifters versus just clutchless upshifting, and he done it quicker doing clutchless upshifts than what he was using the quick shifter.
Oh, there you go.
So it makes much of a difference, I don't think. I've never used a quick shifter, but it wouldn't be something that I would go out and purchase.
But you don't need to come completely off the throttle with the manual upshift anyway. So
No, you
you
don't,
literally
no.
just shut
All
it
you're-
ever so slightly, and then you blip it up straight away.
All you're doing is taking the load off the gearbox, so it then snick into the next gear.
Unless you get 290 quid and you would rather spend it on that than, I don't know, a decent tyre, then
I could definitely see the point of it on a track.
yes.
She's taking something else
Right,
off. But
Well, we can hear it.
blippers or more, I think, would be more useful. I think, but as you say, you can do it without it. But
Just again, you just shut the throttle slightly and walk down. That's what I do.
I don't use that. I'll use it. I'll use shutting the throttle off and changing gear without the clutch on the way up, but I'll not do it on the way down. Well, I've no. So for me, I've not done that. But we've got 33 still viewing, by the way, 2 hours in.
That's awesome.
Quick shifters are I only use it when going for it. Gordon there. He put his on his quick on his bike. Gordon, you should just leave your bike alone and don't touch it, because that's probably another one of the reasons why you're blowing your battery up and your rectifiers.
I thought he'd just put a new strimmer cable on his every 6 months.
There's been a lot of comments regarding quick shifters with Z-Head. Quick shifter blows up in the ZZR 1400 gearboxes. You've got Andrew Lynch says I've got a heel tech for the blade, which probably is the better make to buy if you're fitting out with buying a new bike. Heel tech are really good. It does sound epic, especially on the Ardrossan ban, so local to us.
Where's that?
Exactly. Gordon, quick shifters are brilliant, but only when you use them for going for it. But that's fine, Gordon. That only works if your bike runs and you don't put diesel in it, which is fine. Jim said, quick shifter on GSXR 1000R. It's awesome. The blipper sounds great, but I have to admit, I wouldn't be without one for a long journeys.
Why then, if you're going, because if it's a long journey, I presume you're going to be sitting in 6 gears, so why would you have? I don't understand that. Jim, maybe you can let us know, mate.
Neil Walker, that's an interesting comment. Quick shifter takes away what it's about riding.
Aye, but his bike's that old, they don't make quick shifters, he's just jealous.
You need to wind that one up.
You need to wind that fucking thingy bullet up, or that Royal Enfield bullet up. You actually need to wind him up, I know, while he's on it.
Zed, I had to put this up. Gordon
fairness,
fitted
his
a quick
bike sounds
shifter to his rear
fantastic.
brake.
Think I'll get that from my 125 Grant Mackey.
Sorry if I missed the MD during that, but there is quite a lot of questions coming up. Twisties, what's this, Jim? Twisties up and down the boxes when you come out to Spain, you'll understand. Oh, Jim, does that mean the wife's agreed? Right?
Is the beers in the fridge already?
Here, do you load a plus? Is anybody a load a +1?
No, definitely not.
No.
It's for Team TBB.
Yep.
So no, it's serious.
I'm TBB +1 family.
No. There you go, Jim wrote no. You're not allowed to.
Jim.
We need to work my wife.
I'm not subscribing to his channel then. Fuck that.
I just love what I like.
He does.
He's got one.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Does it count here? Does it count if I go billion?
No, I definitely don't want you screaming in the
There's
bottom
something
of
more.
the correct, there's 3 notating.
There's Dunk just jumped in there, said I'm packing the now. Is he trying to steal our place? I think he is.
He's no chance.
Aye.
You'll get Stevie Ferry, he's got Gordon's quick shift and speed dial on his phone. Claire, what do you need a woman's touch for?
Aye, Claire, you'll need to elaborate on that.
I've known what Claire, Anna and Mo's like. It could be.
We don't need to elaborate on that. This is going to get strictly straight off topic, this one.
Need a woman's touch.
Was that for a quick shift?
I don't know. We'd need to ask Lee.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Me?
Don't ask him anything when it
Nah,
comes to women.
I don't need a woman's touch, mate. Go and see wee Maggie. She'll keep you informed, Vloggy.
I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. I did. So,
Right, you asked for that one, that's all I'm saying.
Me Maggie's watching, so
In the living room.
another boot in the balls to you. That's Penny
Yep.
and
Me?
Maggie.
That's Lindsay,
Oh,
Maggie,
and Penny.
and Penny, aye.
Chloe's talking about the Spain run.
I think there's a
Oh,
couple.
right.
So she's inviting herself.
They're trying to invite, aren't they? They're trying to
Here,
push one.
wait there. Is the women's touch to like cook the breakfast and the dinners and all that, or is that just like in general?
I don't think she likes you as it is.
And that's why you're not going.
I really don't think she likes you.
Nah, man. Here, I'm no bothered.
She's going to call that good guy. What was that she said again?
Good guy. One. Good guy again.
To be fair, like, use fives, no me anyway. I just get a laugh. I'm no bothered.
That's fine.
5.
You put your blessings back on your spec again.
Who, me or David?
Look, his face is going all red now, like.
I've got my flex on.
I'll put my specs on just to fit in. Right, there we go. Look, there we go.
Right, see
Happy
this
days.
use.
This is what happens when Lee gets butt fast, right? So see the TT, if he goes, he's not getting butt fast. Because I'm not listening
Mate,
to that.
We don't say
I'm
that.
taking
He will
I'm
end
taking-
up with that front window.
That's all he's taking.
I'm taking 4 bottles with me to the TT. That's all that's gone in my bag.
And 6 packets of tatty scones.
Unbelievable, man.
Robert Greenwood, the BMW came with a quick shifter. I'm trying to put my mates into getting one. But the BMW is a quick shifter.
Is that wee MT-07 biker? That's Grant, isn't it?
Yes.
Aye.
He's loving this, by the way. Can't stop watching. He's just loving every minute of this, by the way.
I thought Lockwood was away. He's still here.
No, he's still here.
Quick shifter on the CB.
Yeah. How many folks watching now? I can't see because
His bike sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
Glasses on.
32.
No,
mate.
yeah.
32.
my specs are painted on, mate. Painted on.
I've never heard your quick shifter, Robert, just due to the fact that you were behind me at the full trip at
All
Fort William.
Oh, here, Lockwood, he's putting out a challenge. That's a challenge. There's your next YouTube video. Lockwood versus ThrottleDaft.
There's no challenge. What would he do? He likes sitting at the back. Although him and Vlogster would be quite a good time. It's like
Man, I can't.
the scheme.
Yeah.
You know?
I need to take these things off, man.
Well
I can't wear these things full time.
See, the thing is, Neil, Scott, and David are who's to sign the scheme. Well, no, Scott, but definitely Harry. David will leave us pay the scheme.
Scott is in the scheme.
Unbelievable.
I've
Well-
got to go with it.
I so wanted a K1200R, just couldn't afford it. I actually recently looked, I've never seen one before, somebody actually popped one up for sale on Facebook Market. And I'm sure it's called the BM G1300R. I've never seen one before. And it's actually a water bike for £6,000. Actually look right into it, rather than the S1000R, because everybody's got them. I don't really like copying folk. I like being different. So I'm sure I need to check this actually. I'm sure it's the G13R. Nice bike.
Right, that's us 2 hours 8 minutes. So, would you like to do? 10-minute warning.
Fuck the 10-minute one. Keep going.
Last orders.
Last orders at the bar. Ding ding. We're at 32 viewers.
So it's a K13R. I
Aye.
seen, sorry, it's that was such a nice bike.
K1200.
I seen the 13 that was up. A lot of bike for such G.
Right, so
Oh shit.
plans for the future. Chris? We'll get back to that in a wee minute.
It's headset off. Can't hear you.
Aye, here he comes. Back on.
No, I can't hear him. He's away.
It's all right. Give him a second.
He's there. You can see him. He's not away anywhere.
That?
Chris,
No.
you hear it? No.
He'll need to leave. He'll need to leave and join back in. That's the only way it reconnects.
See people that touch stuff during the stream.
Are you?
Yo.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
Right,
That's
Chris.
us.
I think I'm actually not like
Right, so plans for the future. I'm going to hand over to you because you arranged it. So, go.
We're going to sponsor a 14-year-old racer. Undisclosed name as of yet. Still to make these back.
Yep.
We've got sweatshirts coming available.
Yep.
I don't know. Why am I looking at a comment saying the servicing cost Chris? Oh my fucking God. What?
Huh?
What?
Dunk one dunk. Oh, right. Sorry for the K13R. I was a wee bit confused. I just happened to catch my attention because it had my name on it. Sorry. And then in 2 weeks' time, we have a very good British YouTuber coming on for a podcast with myself, Scott, and Marky Boy, and he goes by the name of Teapot1. So we have.
I don't believe that. I can't wait to see that. I honestly can't wait to see that.
Well, the good thing is you and Lee will only be here.
It's all right. Yeah. But it sounds like David will be
in the chat.
Aye, David will be in the chat and he'll have taken his Viagra about 3 hours before that. He'll be all right that night.
No, he agreed, and I'll tell you something. The communication with Bruce, and it doesn't know it's Bruce Smart. The communication with the guy has been second to none. Within 20 minutes of emailing him, he got back to us instantly, and he didn't even ask who we were. I gave him a wee list and told us who we were, but he didn't even ask any questions. He just went, "Yep, I'm in. Love to help Andy out," and I swear to God, emails back and forth have been tremendous. So massive shout out to him. So he's been secured. So that's going to be 2 weeks today, which is Saturday the 13th of March. He's agreed to go and do a podcast. So obviously we'll have him.
So put on that today.
And it will be up hopefully the next day or two after we've had him on the 13th. So massive for us, for me, watching him for his first attempt of the round the world trip, and it obviously only lasted like 40 days, and then to go back 6 months later and do it, I've watched it all. It's tremendous. So 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, 111,000 followers on Facebook. Massive. So I see there's a few people jumped in. Lockwood, no way, 100% way. Andy Lynch, Teapot1, he is Scottish. Jim Emery, he's very good. How did I swing it? Literally just asked him, told us about me, Scott and Mark starting this wee venture and what we're trying to do, and honestly the guy's an absolute gem. So very easy, very quick. We have another two. We're waiting for a date for one, but we actually got another date tonight secured for it's a couple. So it's Gesto and Lane. They're going to be 2 weeks after Teapot1. They're coming on. So they're coming on the 27th.
But they'll be live.
They'll be live. That will be alive. So
That'll be a good one.
And then we've got another one. She's got 14,000 subscribers, but I don't have a date for her, so we won't be disclosing that until it's confirmed. But Teapot1's confirmed for 2 weeks' time, and Gesto and Lane are confirmed for 4 weeks' time today, and they're live. So pretty excited to see the very least. Can I say him too? I FaceTimed him too, and Scott was night shift at the time. I'm like, "Can you talk? Can you talk?" He's like, "What's up?" I says, "Can you talk? FaceTime me." He's like, "Right, okay." I was jumping about here like an absolute wayne, so I am going to be proper fanboy with this guy. Although he's a cop,
ex-cop.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Next cop,
Although he's been a cop, we'll let that one slide. I will give him a bit of a ribbon about it. because it's me.
It's alright, he's not a grass anymore.
But what if anybody's not a subscriber to him, go and check him out. He's literally just started another channel. It's Teapot One Podcast. I think it's called Brew Time, if I remember right. Teapot One Brew Time. He's literally just started. I think he's at 500 subs. Go and subscribe to him, and hopefully we'll get a good bit of exposure for the channel. And then obviously people know who Teapot One's friends are. Andy Man Cam. People will maybe hopefully try and wing them on as well. So we are so rather excited. Guestone Lane, if anybody doesn't watch them, the two are, honest to God, the two of them crack me up, so they do. I think that's going to be funny because I've watched the two of them religiously. So they two agreed tonight to come on again within 45, 50 minutes. It was an instant yes, so it was. So can't wait for that.
I'm looking forward to it. Like.
Aye, it's going to be good. It's Lockwood said it's going to be great exposure for their channel. Our page will hopefully grow. The Instagram hopefully grow with it all. So we can't wait. Obviously, we've got other weekends pipeline for people to come on. So buzzing for that. 2 weeks time, we will be sitting here and we'll probably just finish the podcast with Teapot One.
Do you think we should wear suits or something? Smart ourselves up.
Probably.
You know what we should do? We should go and get a couple of fancy costumes, all dressed as policemen. So cheers, Ted. He said that's fantastic. Bruce is one of the best YouTubers outside 44 Teeth. Agreed. I love 44 Teeth. See if I could get them on, I'd die a happy boy by it because I ain't 44 Teeth. So cheers.
The difference is, guys, that Bruce is going to be a podcast because obviously Bruce gone live might not be what he's looking today with us maniacs. But I think I think the podcast will be a good thing because we get plenty of time to promo it and you get plenty of time for questions.
I think it'll be good because obviously he does podcasts in his, so it's him asking people, whereas we're going to be just nitpicking his brain. How did you do this? What happened then? How was this place? How was that place? But so I think it'll be so much better for him to get his story over on, although we only have a small channel.
We're literally going to be kids in a sweetie shop, really.
100%. Other than me absolutely ribbing him being a copper, then it's going to be.
We'll try and quieten you down. Now, me and Mark will batter him with questions while you're saying, I've got for that.
Maybe mute me actually. He is. He's also got a TV gig that he's starting. He is. He's going to.
More right channel. Yep.
I think it's going to be June or July. That's going to go live. We'll ask him. Hopefully, we might get a wee exclusive. Maybe hopefully. So we'll see what happens. What could Guestone Lane are brilliant. Honestly, they're so funny together. So. He's away. Cheers.
All right. See you later, mate.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
So you've got.
It's another one to look forward to. Serkan, Jesus, is that him just on? You're just going away. Serkan, you missed Gordon getting a ribbon, mate.
Serkan.
So it's literally going to be so much fun, I hope.
So what you've got is you've got Teapot One in the 13th. You've got Guestone Lane on a fortnight later.
27th.
Yep. And as Chris said, he's got another 2, which we're looking at. And when they confirm, if they confirm, they might not confirm. Then that's going to be the fortnight and then the fortnight after that.
One has confirmed. It's just trying to get a date sorted because very, I don't know, I take it our inbox must be full because it's very hard to get a hold of. She has confirmed though. And the other one will confirm within the next day or so. She already subscribed to us tonight.
She's checking the channel. If she's watching that, we're doomed.
So that's one for Lockwood. So all going good. Going to be brilliant. It's going to be 3 lanes. Talking to a big massive guy with a beard.
Aye.
He's about to talk about something. Just double checking it's you, mate. So I'm rather excited.
The good thing for us for the Bruce one, the Teapot one, is for once, Bruce is in a position where he can talk about himself without feeling guilty about it. So we might get some gems for him. You don't know.
Aye, hopefully. It might last a lot longer, 2 hours.
Aye.
Because I'm going to just pick his brain a bit.
If we've getting to do it.
I know. So we might actually need to start at like 4 in the afternoon for this one.
I might take a day off.
Jim Emery, okay, so here's the deal. If you can get Bruce to come to Spain, it's definitely on in September. Mind you, he does look a bit slow on a bike.
He has calmed down a wee bit, but he's got the Picos tours. So, Jim, you'd need to tell us how close that is to you, because he does.
He does. I'm sure he is part of a touring team.
Yes, mate. Yep.
Also. So
right.
You can tell him I got searched after taking Viagra. I almost charged with being in possession of swollen goods.
Typical Zed-head.
Brilliant.
So that was it. That's the big announcement. So, so we'll put it on Facebook for everyone else who doesn't watch this, which there's a lot of people who don't watch. So we'll put it on Facebook.
We'll start promoting it tomorrow with some, so you can get some questions in. This is the chance that if you've got a question that isn't as deep as Pete English and all the stuff that he does on his channel, it's your chance to get your questions answered. So we've got to promote it for 2 weeks. Oh, there's Jim back. That's the other side of Spain. There.
That's all right.
We can do people on the way down south. There you go.
Gordon Air says Lee looks steaming. 100%, Gordon.
Aye.
Mate. Damn fucking, I'm away with it. I'm in the hillbilly country. I've been on that moonshine.
There's Zed-head. I took Viagra eye drops. They made me look hard as fuck. Ba-boom!
Fucking boom!
Can't believe some don't watch. What the hell is he got to do on a Saturday night? But right, so here's a wee fun story actually about Friday night. So I was in Lavin Friday night and I met Grant and Steve Ferry and two other guys, Grant McKay and somebody else, and they moaned my fucking face off. Is it live? And I'm like, no, it's kind of a podcast. And they're like, no, I don't like the podcast. They're good, but we don't like them as much because you can't interact. So this is why we ended up going live, because my ears were bugging for 40 minutes solid about getting live rather than podcast, just due to the fact that they can interact with us as it going. So we do apologise for the MT-07 kid.
Hey, don't just apologise to me, come on, that's out of order.
I don't have a bleeper.
No, right, I'll apologise now myself. If anybody's offended by anything I've said, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for you to say tough.
Well, it is just tough, but I'll apologise anyway, right?
If anybody's offended, I really don't give a shit.
Well, there you go. People want the live stream, so we get it. But with the likes of Teapot One, it doesn't really do live streams.
No.
Plus, it gives us a lot of time with him rather than trying to just keep it 2 hours. It means we can just chat with him, because I'm sure Scott and Mark's get plenty of questions.
We can just kid on to be normal, and then Mark can edit the screaming fan page.
The abnormal bits.
Aye, so hopefully, if we think, Mark, the Sunday or the Monday, get it out. Monday.
I think. Well, I could do some stuff tomorrow, mate. To start.
No, sorry. I mean, once we do the podcast with him.
Oh, but a 6-hour podcast, won't it?
Well, Sunday be pushing it, mate. It's going to be Monday because we need to check if anything has to come out it.
Aye. I'm sure he won't.
Probably Monday.
I'm sure he won't say anything he shouldn't be. Very professional.
No, we will.
A good chance the minute I say copper, then that's it. I need to be bleeped out at some point. Grant, yes, you did very sexily. You whispered it in my ear with your high heels on and your fishnets. Don't you look bigger actually on Friday?
How did he get up to your ear?
He was standing on his bike. Right, that's us. That is the plan for the future. It is coming together nicely for us. Jim, peace out, mate.
See you later, Jim. Thanks for joining us.
Big said. Catch you later,
He's
mate.
on as well. Yep.
Sorry, brother. I'm sure.
See you after.
I think in that note, we'll end it as well. Everybody's busy. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been an absolute blast. Lee,
Again.
you actually done a lot better than what I thought you were going to be. So
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
I thought there was going to be some taboo subjects come out your mouth. So well played.
Nah, mate, no tonight. I'll save that for our private chat, don't worry.
I've actually watched you evolve tonight.
I'm going to say cheerio to the team of viewers. Thanks very much for your comments. Appreciate it.
Davey, thanks for joining us, mate.
All right, thanks for having me.
Ain't you what you had at the end, mate? You all right? You enjoyed it?
I've enjoyed it. It was a lot easier than what I thought it was going to be. And I seem to have popped up a couple of subs on my channel. So I'd like to thank everybody that's subscribed, so it's been quite good. Enjoyed it.
Scott, anything to add before I finish off? No.
Oh, it's been good tonight, guys. Thanks very much for turning up. And as usual, it's the crowd that makes it what it is.
Yep.
All the comments. Thanks very much, guys. We'll see you on the next one, which should be a blast.
Yeah, boy.
And for me, guys, it's thanks for joining us tonight. If your first time at our live streams and you liked what you see, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel massively. Obviously, there's been an announcement tonight about Teapot 1, so we're going to give you plenty of time to get some questions in, and then we'll get guest only after that, which is a fortnight later. But absolutely, yous have made this over the past. This is the fourth one, I think. This is the fourth one. It's been absolutely fantastic. It's been really good, and I can't thank you enough because we've got nothing better today in this time apart from go for milk, which we're all going to do tomorrow. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to hand back over to Chris. He's got something he wants to say. Put his hand up there. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon.
So we have a discussion normally in every single video we put out, and we've never actually brought it to the forefront until I had looked about 10 minutes ago. See whoever gives us the thumbs down. Cheers, mate. Because it doesn't matter if you get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's all positive feedback. So whoever you are.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, mate.
Right. I'll thumbs that up, okay? Cheers, Neebs.
On that note,
there's always going to be that one guy. You're that one.
Whoever he is.
Yep. Thank you.
Claire,
and
Neil,
for GMT07 Biker, remember to hit the bell.
Ding, ding, ding.
Peace.
See you later. Cheers. Thank you.
You too, stay on.
Good luck.
Yep.